computer recording. Hi, everybody. Welcome to Balanced Hormones, Balanced Life. Let's get going. Let me move myself out of the way. It's time to balance your endocrine system. So how is your endocrine system? If you don't know what your endocrine system is, it is the system that regulates your hormones, which in proper balance helps your body to thrive, and out of balance can cause serious and life-altering symptoms. Your hormones are not just estrogen and testosterone. This is what we usually think of, right? When we think of hormones, I'm pretty sure it's called PMS because that's easier to say than estrogen-induced manic depressive bipolar disorder prone to fits of psychopathic rage. We usually think of our sex hormones as our hormones, but I'm talking about insulin, melatonin, cortisol, serotonin, adrenaline, leptin, glycogen, ghrelin, and a bunch of hormones that I can't even pronounce. We have tons of hormones coursing through our bodies all the time. So I invited someone to come to this class and she said, I can't come, I haven't had hormones in years. So I want to show this quick video. It's about 3 minutes that talks about what exactly hormones are and why we all have hormones all of the time.
I've invited you all here today because I wanted to talk to you about some ugly stereotypes that are going around. I've been hearing a lot of unfair, unseemly, and unscientific generalizations being made lately, and they mostly have to do with sex and your hormones. People have a nasty habit of equating hormones with a particular set of behaviors and conditions, most of which have to do with reproduction or sexual development or acts that include what my brother John has referred to as scootily pooping. For example, people will say that hormones are why Kevin has zits and is being all moody, or why Hannah, who's 3 months pregnant, just cried watching a commercial for car insurance, which, let's be honest, I do that too. Now, I'm not saying that hormones aren't at the root of sexual attraction or zits or occasional bouts of extreme emotion, because they are. That's just not all that they do. Not even close. When people talk about hormones in the context that I just mentioned, what they really mean is sex hormones. But sex hormones are just one kind of hormone that you have coursing through your body right now. In fact, there are at least 50 different types of these chemical messengers at work in your body at this very minute, but only a very few of them have anything at all to do with sex. The truth is, from birth to death, just about every cell and function in your body is under your hormones' constant influence. They're floating through your blood, regulating your metabolism, your sleep cycle, your response to stress, and the general and incredibly important overall homeostasis that keeps you not dead. Some hormones are just there to make other hormones trigger even more hormones in a kind of chemical relay race that biologists refer to rather elegantly as cascades. These hormones run through your body no matter what your mood is or whether you have zits. So the reality is, we are all hormonal all the time.
So, let's play a little game now to figure out if you have any symptoms of endocrine system imbalance. Most of us do. So, just sort of take a note if you are slow to start in the morning, you have cravings for salty or sugary foods, a low sex drive, you're fatigued in the afternoon but get a second wind in the evening, you can't stay asleep, you have dizziness when standing up quickly, you have afternoon head tension, blood sugar issues, chronic inflammation, your nails are weak, you're often moody, and you have difficulty losing weight. If this is you, you have an adrenal imbalance. The adrenals secrete several hormones, and one of them is cortisol, your body's main stress hormone. Adrenal fatigue happens when there's an imbalance in this cortisol rhythm. Next one, you feel tired. You feel cold in your hands, feet, or all over. You require excessive amounts of sleep to function properly. You have a weight gain, even with a low-calorie diet. Difficult, infrequent bowel movements, depression or lack of motivation, morning head tension that wears off as the day progresses. Your outer third of your eyebrow is thin. You may have never noticed it, but check it out in the mirror. Thinning of hair on your scalp, excessive hair falling out, dry skin, and mental sluggishness. If this is you, you're struggling with a thyroid imbalance. Every cell of your body needs thyroid hormones to function healthfully. Next one, if you have a craving for sweets, irritableness if meals are missed, dependence on coffee, you become lightheaded if meals are missed, feel shaky, jittery, or have tremors, you're agitated, easily upset, or nervous, you have poor memory, blurred vision, fatigue after meals, you eat sweets but that doesn't relieve your sugar cravings, your waist girth is equal or larger than your hip girth, frequent urination, increased thirst and appetite, and you have difficulty losing weight. If this is you, you're experiencing an insulin imbalance. There are several more that we could go through, and I'm going to run through them really quickly. We can have a lack of estrogen. That's an endocrine system imbalance. You can have too much estrogen, which is also a problem. Here are some of the things that you'll experience with too much estrogen. You have a progesterone imbalance. Both men and women need healthy progesterone balance. Progesterone helps to balance and neutralize the effects of excess estrogen. Without optimal progesterone, estrogen becomes harmful and out of control. And when you have too much testosterone, if you're a woman, you're going to have acne, PCOS, excessive hair on face and arms, hypoglycemia and or unstable blood sugar, thinning hair, infertility, ovarian cysts, mid-cycle pain, and cramping. And if you have low testosterone, you're going to gain weight, feel fatigued, and have a low sex drive. If you're a man with a testosterone imbalance, men don't produce estrogen like women, but they convert it through a process called aromatization. Excess activity of the enzyme aromatase can cause low testosterone and high estrogen in men, resulting in the following. Leptin controls how the body stores its fat for energy use. If leptin is not recognized by the body, it creates a leptin resistance, causing your body to go into starvation mode and store more fat. So if you're really having a hard time losing weight, you might look at this. So sometimes just knowing what is going on can really help us in making adjustments to correct the issue. And maybe you're here because you already know your endocrine system is out of whack and you're frustrated because no one seems to know what to do about it. You've taken the tests and they've shown that you are fine, but you don't feel fine. You've gotten a diagnosis from your doctor, and now he's given you a list of 47 medications you will need to take from now until who knows when, maybe always. If you're just feeling like there's a better way and it doesn't have to be like this, it really doesn't. 2 years ago, I had an endocrine system imbalance. I had lived in China for 2 years. I moved back to the US. I had a brand new baby and I was freaking exhausted. I knew my endocrine system was off. I was achy. It took me like 3 or 4 minutes to get up out of a chair. I looked like a 100-year-old woman trying to get up. I would wake up in the middle of the night unable to make a fist. The joints in my fingers hurt so bad. I couldn't work out. I was trying to take off baby weight. And I would just be achy for days. It would take me 4 days to recover. I was carrying my baby up the stairs and my knees would barely work. And I just knew that there was something going on with my thyroid, and I thought it was thyroid because that's honestly the only like hormonal thing I knew of, or the only endocrine system thing I knew of. So I went in and I got my blood tested and it came back, you're fine. You have high cholesterol, you're pre-diabetic, but you're fine. Okay, so now I know that both high cholesterol and prediabetes can be linked to the endocrine system. So at the time, my chiropractor gave me a bunch of supplements, but didn't really give me an idea of what was going on. And I now know that every gland in our body affects all the others. That's how the hormonal system works, is that if you're off in one area, it's going to throw the rest of your body out of balance. So what do? I don't recommend hormone therapy or introducing synthetic hormones into your system because, number one, you can become dependent on taking prescription drugs in order to keep symptoms under control. It masks your symptoms, it doesn't solve them, so you may continue to develop abnormalities in other areas of the body. And it causes a higher risk for serious side effects such as stroke, osteoporosis, anxiety, reproductive problems, cancer, and more. So What can you do? Start by balancing your sex hormones. These suckers tend to get out of balance because our environment is oversaturated with them. I know that sounds funny, but hear me out. So, have you ever taken birth control? I have. And I had to stop because my hormones were so out of whack. My whole body was so out of whack. I had to stop taking them. But if you've been taking them for a long time, every time you go to the bathroom, excess hormones are flushed out of your body and into our water table. Have you ever had a drink from a plastic water bottle? Make a promise to yourself today, right now, that you will stop doing that. Plastic is full of xenoestrogens. So are pesticides, herbicides, chemicals in hair care, skin care, cleaning products, etc. There is so much excess estrogen in our world. And when it enters our body, our hypothalamus, which is sort of the one that's in control of our glandular system, goes, whoa, too much estrogen, and stops producing it. So when our natural estrogen stops producing, it affects our progesterone levels as well. And because every gland in our endocrine system affects every other gland, leveling out and balancing your sex hormones is a giant step in the right direction. Clary Calm is my favorite way, and it's my cannot do without oil. And in fact, anyone who's tried Clary Calm and all of a sudden has a need for it and doesn't have it, they will search until they find it. I've been that person before where I didn't have it and needed it and had to ask. I have a friend who came over and was like, do you have Clary Calm? I need it right now. Something that when you really need it, you will need to find it. It's great. It has clary sage, lavender, bergamot, Roman chamomile, cedarwood, ylang ylang, geranium, fennel, carrot, palmarosa, and vitex in it. It's great for hormone balancing, heavy periods, PMS and cramps, pre and perimenopause, hot flashes, mood swings, skin issues and wounds, sex drive, and low libido. This, seriously, you guys, I have to have this in my purse. Phytoestrogen is also a really good way to start to manage your hormonal levels. So it gently supports women through your menstrual cycle. Phytoestrogen are plant-based estrogens, and they are kinder, gentler estrogens. So I just talked about xenoestrogens. Those are sort of like a Franken hormone. They come into our bodies, they're really loud, they're really monstrous, they sort of take over. Phytoestrogens are like little whispers to the body and can help to manage the xenoestrogens and balance our natural estrogens as well as progesterone levels. So I just want to make a note here, though, that both of these are pretty intense ways to balance our system. And as we're trying to balance, your body may go into more of an imbalance at first as your body struggles to sort of hit that even point. So you want to go really slowly with these. I have a friend who just recently started taking the Clary Calm and recently texted me and was like, oh my God, can this make things worse? Like, my boyfriend and I we've been fighting constantly. And I was like, yeah, you kind of have to take it easy. You do one swipe over your belly or on your ankle once a day. That should be enough to sort of start to even you out. And she was like, oh, I've been doing it twice a day. I'm an overachiever. And I was like, yeah, back off on that unless you feel like you and your boyfriend's relationship can handle that. So just be sensitive and really listen to your body when you start to incorporate these in. You may feel that you swing the other way first, but I promise you will balance out. The second thing you can do is you can eat a healthy diet. There's tons of healthy diets out there. I prefer a paleo diet, but keto is a good one, candida, vegan, the Whole30. What you'll see in most of these pictures is there's a lot of fruit and vegetables involved. You will spend more time in your kitchen cooking, but it really will help you to even out your moods. You are what you eat, right? So if you're eating a lot of processed foods, that's what you're taking into your body. You're toxifying your body. You want to avoid processed foods and you need to supplement. So even if you are eating a really good natural diet, you're going all organic, you're finding grass-fed beef, you're eating pasture-fed butter, all of those things, our food is lacking in nutrition. they've done studies and they found that a cup of spinach in 1950 had our daily recommended daily allowance. Now you'd need to eat 36 cups of spinach to get the same amount of nutrition. We have depleted our air, we've depleted our water, we've depleted our soil. We cannot, unless you're going to eat all day long, organic vegetables, you're probably not getting the nutrition you need. So you need to supplement. And the Lifelong Vitality Pack is the best way I've found to supplement. You get a whole food formula, which they're extremely bioavailable vitamins and minerals, and they are often deficient in our modern diet. doTERRA has actually gone so far as to look at different parts of the world and formulate these vitamins to match those diets. So a Japanese diet is really different from an American diet. They've looked at that and they have different nutritional supplements based on where you are in the world. It also includes an enzyme delivery system to ensure optimal nutrient absorption. So the other thing that happens with a lot of supplements that you find is that your body cannot break them down at all, and you literally are flushing your money down the toilet. They've found whole supplements in porta potties before. So the doTERRA ones are really bioavailable. They really are able to break down in your body. They also don't have too much, so they'll never turn your pee weird colors. So there's such a thing as being over supplemented and then your pee turns orange and green and looks bizarre and smells bizarre. Those are not good vitamins to be taking either. So I've been taking these for 2 years. They've never turned my pee a funny color. You also need to get your omegas. So omega fatty acids help support your joint, cardiovascular, and brain health, and they support healthy immune function. You want to steer clear from omega-6 fats. So that's safflower, sunflower, corn oil, cottonseed oil, canola, soybean, and peanut oils. And you want to load up on rich sources of natural omega-3s instead: wild fish, flaxseed, chia seeds, walnuts, and grass-fed animal products. This will definitely help you to even out your endocrine system as well. And the XEO Omega from doTERRA has 9 essential oils, including clove. So you get all of those essential oils into your system as well. And then the last part of this is it has an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory, and cellular energy producer. So fun fact, and I'll go into this in a minute about antioxidants, they're really important for our bodies. And they will help to reduce inflammation in our bodies. And they'll help you to have a healthy cell proliferation and lifespan. That means that your cells are meant to die off. You don't want your cells to live forever. So when it's time for them to die off, the alpha CRS will help them to die, and the new cells that are coming in will be healthier. And they have a 30-day money-back guarantee. These are like risk-free. Try them for 30 days. If you don't feel any difference, let doTERRA know. They'll give you your money back. What I've found is that people will say, I didn't really notice a difference. They get their money back. And then in a month, they're back getting their supplements again because they did notice a big difference without them. So if you're not taking these, if you haven't tried them yet, try them. They are so, so, so worth it. You also want to balance your blood sugar levels. So our endocrine system is hugely influenced by our blood sugar levels. Diabetes is an endocrine system failure. If your symptoms fall into the insulin imbalance category, Slim and Sassy is now your new best friend. And I have a friend who has something that appeared to be an estrogen imbalance, but she was really drawn to use Slim and Sassy. And again, it looked like an estrogen imbalance, and she was really trying to look for alkalinizing her body. So she asked if Slim and Sassy did that, and I did a Google search on alkalinization, and basically what I found was not very helpful. I don't even think that you can alkalinize your body. But what I found about the thing that she was complaining about is that it is linked to blood sugar. So she said her symptoms had improved since she added the Slim and Sassy. She just intuitively knew that her body was needing the ingredients in those oils. If you have hypo or hyperglycemia, or you just get really hangry like this cat, this looks a lot like my husband, by the way, when he doesn't eat. You can look at eliminating sugar or replacing white sugar with things like coconut sugar, honey, and maple syrup. And again, look into using Slim and Sassy. It really does help to promote a healthy metabolism, help manage your hunger cravings, and really balance out your blood sugar levels. You also want to supplement with adaptogen herbs. Adaptogen herbs promote hormone balance and protect the body from a wide variety of disease, including those caused by excess stress. Research shows that various adaptogens, such as ashwagandha, cordyceps, and ginseng, can improve your thyroid function. They also really help you to manage your stress levels. So here's a little chart that I found. Your stress response without your adaptogens goes way up here and then swings way down during a phase of exhaustion. When you're taking the adaptogens, you're able to stay a lot more even if you're in a phase of resistance and a phase of exhaustion. They'll have a stimulating effect and help you, again, achieve that good homeostasis. So it also can help you lower your cholesterol naturally, reduce anxiety and depression, reduce brain cell degeneration, stabilize blood sugar and insulin levels, support your adrenal gland functions. Mito 2 Max is my favorite for doing that. It supports healthy cellular energy production, optimal mitochondrial function. Mitochondria convert oxygen and the sugar, fat, and protein from foods to usable energy. So this will give you a big boost of energy. It'll increase your aerobic capacity and your stamina. So here's where we're going to talk a little bit more about antioxidants. Antioxidants, this is just a fun fact I just learned, is that free radicals, these little guys up here, are trying to steal the electrons from your molecules. So they'll go into your cells and literally yank your cells apart as they look for those different electrons. Antioxidants have extra electrons, so if you have a lot of antioxidants in your diet and your body, you're going to be able to have a more stable chemical reaction to that. As they're being pulled apart, the antioxidants will lend them those electrons and protect your cells. So this is the ORAC scale. It measures antioxidant capacity in different foods and supplements. Higher values generally imply stronger antioxidant capabilities and thus will slow oxidative processes and free radical damage that contribute to age-related degeneration and disease. So antioxidants can help keep you young. Who doesn't want that? Goji berries are these ones at the very top at 25,000 ORAC scale. Blueberries have a which I don't actually see on this chart. Anyway, these are a list of all the natural ways that you can really boost your antioxidants. Clove, as a dried spice, measures 300,000 on the ORAC scale, and as an essential oil, measures over 1 million. So if you are wanting some good antioxidant support, definitely get yourself some clove. It's energizing and stimulating. And again, I talked about the programmed cell death, apoptosis. It inhibits abnormal cell growth, supports a healthy immune system, and helps clean the receptor sites of the cells so they can better communicate with each other. Clove is amazing for your endocrine system. And clove is one of the ingredients in DDR prime. DDR prime contains frankincense, wild orange, lemongrass, thyme, summer savory, clove, and yoli oils. It's recommended for thyroid and cellular repair, candida, which is gut health, autoimmune disorders, and almost 100% of autoimmune disorders are caused by and affect the endocrine system. It's a brain antioxidant. It's good for breast health, hot flashes and night sweats, inflammation issues, and detox. Everyone should take DDR prime every day. If you only get one thing from this presentation, it should be that you need DDR prime and that anyone in your life needs DDR prime. The next thing you can do to help with your endocrine system is improve gut health and heal leaky gut syndrome. Leaky gut is a condition that not only affects your digestive tract, but also causes hormone issues, as well as brain issues such as depression, anxiety, and ADHD, skin issues, acne, rosacea, eczema, psoriasis, thyroid, Hashimoto's hypothyroidism, and Graves, your colon, constipation, diarrhea, and IBD. Your adrenals can be fatigued. Joints you'll have rheumatoid arthritis, fibromyalgia, headaches, and it can affect your sinus and your mouth, frequent colds, and food sensitivities. Gut problems have been found to trigger autoimmune reactions, including arthritis and thyroid disorders. So what exactly is leaky gut syndrome? It's when undigested food particles like gluten, for example, leak through your gut into your bloodstream. It causes inflammation that impacts the entire body, especially glands like the thyroid. Most people with leaky gut have a deficiency of probiotics in their gut. Probiotics are healthy bacteria that can actually improve your production and regulation of key hormones like insulin, ghrelin, and leptin. You also will need a good, Digest Zen is also amazing for any kind of tummy issues and for soothing your tummy. It's good for both diarrhea and constipation, which seem like contradicting conditions, right? But it's the same area. It's the same system that is needing to support and be balanced. So Digest Zen, if you do have a lot of tummy issues, is a great way to get that support. And enzymes will help you break down your food so that it's not puncturing your gut and making it leak. Terrazyme is an amazing way to get those digestive enzymes into your system, and your gut health will improve immediately. I'm going to go back to probiotics now. PB Assist is an amazing source of probiotics. I especially like them because if you go to the health food store and you get a probiotic there, 80% of that probiotic is going to be killed off in your stomach. So your stomach has a lot of acid in it. It doesn't recognize the good bacteria you're trying to put in as anything good or bad or whatever. It just kills them. So you are basically wasting 80% of your money. The doTERRA PB Assist is double encapsulated. So when it goes into your stomach, the stomach acid eats out the outer layer, and then it goes into your intestines where the probiotic is activated by the moisture in your intestine, and you're able to inhabit your gut a lot more easily using the PB Assist. They also have it for kids. These are like little pixie sticks. They're kind of sweet, and they have the probiotic already encapsulated. My 4-year-old asks for probiotics every day. Have you ever heard a 4-year-old ask for probiotics? It's adorable. So the next thing you want to do, you can also do a cleanse. This is an amazing way to set your body up to get your endocrine system back in order. So again, I mentioned that I was waking up in the middle of the night unable to make a fist. When I had been in China, I was exposed to a lot of heavy metal toxicity. You can literally see the air you're breathing in China. It's gross. So I came back with achiness and a bunch of endocrine system disorders. And I know that my liver was really taxed. All of my other organs were really taxed. So I did this cleanse. I took the Zendocrine complex, and after 1 week of taking the Zendocrine complex, I could make a fist in the middle of the night. And since then, I can still make a fist. My achiness totally went away after 1 week of the Zendocrine complex. I took it for a month, and I know it definitely reset my endocrine system. You'll also be helping your gut by taking GX Assist. This helps to get rid of candida in your belly, and it helps to cleanse and support your digestive system. And then you're going to go ahead and put back the PB Assist at the end of this cleanse. DDR Prime I already talked about. Seriously, you guys, everybody needs DDR Prime. And I talk about Zendocrine. I always say it's my favorite product. And then I say that about every oil and every product. But this one really, really, really is my favorite. It supports a healthy liver, lung, kidney, colon, and skin function, supports normal self-detox functions of the cleansing organs, and purifies and detoxes the body system. This one doesn't even have any oils in it. This one has herbs. It's freaking amazing. You can also take the detoxification blend. They work hand in hand. This one is oils: tangerine, rosemary, geranium, juniper berry, cilantro. All of these are really good detox oils. I have a friend, and I had sent her a sample of endocrine and called her, and she was like, oh, I'm sorry if I'm groggy. I had too much wine last night. And I said, take a little endocrine, rub it over your liver. And in 2 minutes, she was like, how do I get some of this? This is amazing. You also want to hydrate. So the best way to hydrate is to figure out your weight in pounds, divide that in half, and drink that many ounces of water. So if you weigh 140 pounds, you need 70 ounces of water per day. You're going to need to add another ounce for every ounce of caffeine, coffee and soda, or alcohol that you drink. So here's a hint: add citrus oil to your water. It helps your body detox, and you will drink more. No plastic bottles, guys. Seriously, you want to get rid of those. You want to drink from stainless steel or glass from now on. Promise me. All right. You also want to eliminate toxic beauty products. So toxins are everywhere. Hey, Jerry. So I found this little picture. This woman is very dolled up and very, very toxic. She used a shampoo that had 15 chemicals in it. Eyeshadow has 26, lipstick 33, nail varnish 31. Chemicals in her fake tan were 22. You can see on how many of these there is hormone disruption associated with all, and she willingly put these on her body. We do this all the time, right? It's better to be pretty than healthy. Okay, so you want to start to avoid these. And doTERRA's made it really easy because they have this amazing skincare, hair care, spa, toothpaste system that doesn't have any of the stuff that is going to disrupt your endocrine system. The big ones to avoid are DAA, which is diethanolamine. It's called a wetting agent and is primarily used in shampoos and lotions to provide lather. It can also be found in brake fluid, degreasers, and antifreeze. You want to avoid parabens. Studies have shown that some parabens can mimic the activity of the hormone estrogen in the body cells and have been found present in breast tumors. Propylene glycol and sodium lauryl sulfate. Sulfates are concerning because they were found to break down proteins, which can lead to a degenerative effect on the cell membranes. Sulfates were also found to leave residue in the heart, lungs, and brains. Okay, so if you have any of these in your life, get rid of them. You're not helping your body, and you are actually willingly putting your endocrine system at in harm's way. So here's a fun little story. I have a friend who had endometriosis so severely that she had scheduled a hysterectomy. Around the same time, she discovered doTERRA, and she was a cleaning lady, so she decided to switch her cleaning products to On Guard. This was even before there were the pre-made products, so she made her own, do-it-yourself, Castile soap, vinegar, baking soda, etc. So she wasn't getting all of these gnarly chemicals into her body. After about 4 weeks of using On Guard and the other essential oils to clean, her endometriosis symptoms resolved, and she canceled her hysterectomy surgery. So does that mean that On Guard is good for hormonal support? If you told me that you were suffering from an endocrine system imbalance, it's not the first one I would go for, but it just shows you what kind of havoc cleaning supplies and those toxins can wreak on our system, and how a simple change, such as removing those toxins, can support our endocrine system and bring our hormones back into balance. So if you do have endocrine issues or seriously any kind of health issues, take a look at your cleaning and beauty supplies. Face care products, shampoos, conditioners, laundry detergents, etc. have a crap load of really toxic stuff in them, you may be able to experience a vast improvement in your health just by getting rid of the toxins. So check out the Virage skincare line, the spa line, doTERRA's shampoo and conditioner, and their whole On Guard cleaning line. They're amazing. The other way you can really affect your endocrine system is to exercise. HIIT workouts are a really amazing way. HIIT stands for high intensity interval training. It's mostly using your own body weight and then doing something cardio pretty intensely. CrossFit is a really good example of that. The exception I will make to this is if you have an adrenal support issue, if your adrenals are taxed, you want to do something more gentle like yoga or gentle walking or gentle swimming. Just because you want your adrenals to be more supported. So, a few things that can really help with working out. Peppermint will really help to support your respiratory function. It helps to soothe sore and tired muscles, as does past tense. And BOGO alert! These are the BOGO of the day. You can buy peppermint and get past tense for free. This is only good for today, July 19th. So if you're interested in these, please let me know. Deep Blue is also a really great system for helping to take away the soreness from exercising. You can put this on before you work out and it'll help to warm up your muscles, and put it on afterwards to help soothe tired muscles. The Deep Blue polyphenol complex is also amazing for achiness and pain. The other thing you want to do is reduce your stress and process your emotions. So when you experience stress and really any emotions in your body releases hormones. So close your eyes for a minute and think of something today that was stressful. Was it opening up a bill that you thought would be lower that was actually sky high? Did you get a phone call from an annoying neighbor? Did you see a political post on Facebook that you didn't agree with? That one gets my hormones going. Just think about it. Just thinking about it causes an emotion in your body. And if you really notice a physical reaction, if you can check in even more, you can notice that you can actually feel chemicals dripping along the back of your throat into your body. Those are your hormones. So open your eyes, shake it off. If you have some essential oils, I recommend Wild Orange, Balance, or Peace. Take a moment to inhale those and then close your eyes again. Inhale deeply, and as you exhale, think of that emotion being drained out of your body. You can feel your body relax and feel the emotion drain away. As you use the oils and practice mindfully releasing the emotions, you are able to process the event and metabolize the excess hormones. Breath is also very helpful for engaging the organ systems to metabolize and function properly. Do you do this every time you feel a stressful emotion? Probably not. If, like most people, you don't process your emotions and speed up the process of your hormones being processed out of your body, you will have an excess of hormones and a compromised organ system. A cleanse, I already talked about endocrine complex as well as endocrine blend oil. It will help your organs to function at optimal levels. doTERRA has also designed an entire system to help you deal with your emotions. So the emotions oils are really powerful. The ones that they don't mention here are Elevation, Balance, Serenity, and Citrus Bliss. Amazing. The other thing you want to do to support your endocrine system is to sleep. You don't want to be like this lady asleep at her keyboard with her cup of coffee. Unless you get 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night, you're doing your body no favors. A lack of sleep or disturbing your natural circadian rhythm can be one of the worst habits contributing to a hormonal imbalance. Because your hormones work on a schedule, case in point, cortisol, the primary stress hormone, is regulated at midnight. Therefore, people who go to bed late never truly get a break from their sympathetic flight or fight stress response. So, doTERRA Serenity Restful Complex soft gels are made of L-theanine and lavender. They are amazing. I don't use those on my kiddos because they're too little and they don't take soft gels, but I've used them on myself a few times. Serenity oil rubbed on the bottom of my kids' feet, on their belly button, and along their spine and the back of their neck puts them out in just a few minutes. So you could try that. You can also diffuse it at night. The two of them together are magic sleep oils. So here's a few more things that you can do specifically for thyroid support. Frankincense, clove, peppermint, myrrh, lemongrass in a capsule 1 to 2 times a day. That would be 2 drops of each. You can make a thyroid boost roller, 20 drops of clove, 20 drops myrrh, 20 drops frankincense, 15 drops of lemongrass. I can send this out to anyone who's curious about the thyroid support and the more specific blends that you can make with these. Right now, I'm going to just go through a couple of those specific oils. So frankincense is the king of all oils. It's amazing. It can be used for deeper relaxation and connection to meditation. It's great for skin imperfections. It calms, soothes, supports healing of soft tissue. It supports your immune function, supports cell protection, soothes inflammation. It's fantastic thyroid support, and it can help rewrite miswritten information in cell memory. When in doubt, use frankincense. Myrrh helps to decrease stress and support the thyroid, among its other many benefits. Lemongrass is great adrenal and thyroid support. Basil helps support the adrenal glands. One of my favorite things to do when I'm having that mid-afternoon slump is to grab a drop of lemongrass, a drop of basil, rub my hands together, and then rub them just over my kidneys, which is where my adrenals live. It is immediately absorbed into my adrenals, and I have a huge burst of energy. I had given this combination to a friend of mine, and she called. She was like, I'm loving the basil and lemongrass, but when I diffuse it at night, I can't sleep. And I went, no, you can't. It's really energizing. So this is not one that you want to use at nighttime. But during the day, to wake up to this, to diffuse it at your office, whatever, this is an amazing support for your adrenals. Grapefruit is also great for adrenal support, breast and uterine health, progesterone balance, and it helps to balance your blood sugar. Ylang ylang offers hormonal and glandular support and is uplifting. Getting ready for this presentation, I discovered ylang ylang, grapefruit, and bergamot as a blend, and oh, it's so good. Fennel. This is powerful hormone support for new mamas. It can help support your milk production, and it can also help to bring back menstruation. Not that any of us are super excited about that happening, but it is good for our bodies. It's also great for menopause and premenopause issues, menstrual issues and PMS, blood sugar imbalance, and hunger pains. Who knew that fennel could do so much of that? But fennel is amazing. Clary sage regulates estrogen, childbirth and milk production, infertility and prostate uterine health, PMS, menopause, postpartum depression and anxiety, and hot flashes. Geranium is good for your liver, gallbladder, pancreas, and kidney support. It can also help to balance hormones and PMS and help with a low libido. Roman chamomile is really great for insomnia, PMS and cramps, anger, irritability, and agitation, and can be used in connection with anorexia. So I actually really struggled from an eating disorder for a really long part of my life, and I know that that was a big reason that my endocrine system was so compromised. So if you or anyone you know is struggling with anorexia, get help, because it will mess up your endocrine system. And Roman chamomile could definitely be helpful in doing that. So I know the people who are on live already have your own oils, but for anyone who is listening and doesn't have this information yet, how do you purchase your own oils? You can buy retail. Just go to mydoterra.com/mindful essentials. There has a whole shopping area. And as my friend Tiffany says, nobody does that. Nobody wants to pay full price for anything. So save 25%. You can get a $35 wholesale membership, which is good for a year. And you can receive 25% off of all your purchases. There's no monthly obligation. You can use this membership once, or you can use it every day for an entire year. To renew it is $25 and you get a free bottle of peppermint. If you do purchase monthly, you will receive some amazing discounts and incentives. So sort of once you get hooked on the oils, you don't want to be without them, and it's no problem to order monthly. You can also save $35 and buy a kit and just pay for your oils. The larger the kit, the more free stuff you get. I'm going to go into that in a little more detail in a second. And for today only, July 19th, 2017, you can get a buy one, get one. Buy peppermint, get past tense for free for 23 bucks, add $2 for shipping. So the first kit that doTERRA offers is their diamond kit. For anyone on a budget, I highly recommend this. And I know that sounds crazy, but you save $804. It's $2,500 for everything doTERRA offers, including the supplements, the hair care, the skin care, everything they have. And when you do an order the next month of 100 PV, you get 400 product credits, which means that you're getting $400 back. So you save $800, you get $400. That's like $1,200 bucks, guys. You can also get the Every Oil kit. This is every oil that doTERRA offers for $17.75. You save $285, and when you do a 100 PV purchase the next month, you get 200 product credits. So again, you save $285 and you get 200. That's almost $500. This one is the most popular kit that people get, the Natural Solutions kit. This one is $550. You save $89.35. You get a bunch of the oils that you need to get started. Plus you get the Lifelong Vitality Pack, the endocrine, Terrazyme, the foaming face wash, On Guard toothpaste. You get a diffuser, a wooden box. This is an amazing way to get started. You can also get the Family Essentials Kit. This has lavender, lemon, peppermint, melaleuca, oregano, frankincense, deep blue, doTERRA Breathe, Digestin, doTERRA On Guard, and the peppermint and On Guard beadlets for $150. These are in the smaller 5 milliliter bottles, so there's about 85 drops per bottle. For just $125 more, you can get 3 times as much oil because it comes in 15 milliliter bottles, your membership for free, and your diffuser for free. So I definitely recommend, if you're looking to go a little bit smaller, the Home Essentials Kit is the very best deal that you can get. And free with any kit, you will get the Essential Life book for free. It's a $35 value. And you will get a wellness consult with me, which is about an hour-long consult. I'll teach you how to use your oils. If you have any questions, we'll answer those. And you'll have access to me forever. I don't care if you text me in the middle of the night with oils questions. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So who do you contact? You can contact me at Kestrel, Kestrel, at mindful-essentials.com. You can go to mydoterra.com/mindfulessentials. That'll just take you to the shopping site, so it's not the best way to get a hold of me. You can text or call me. I'm going to invite you to just use my personal phone number, 719-565-8834. Or you can contact the person who invited you to this webinar. Or who sent you this recording, and go through them. They'll be able to hook you up. So thank you guys for your time. And I'm going to stop sharing and